Best pot size for pothos. Have you ever wondered if your pothos is growing in the right size pot? Many people spend time choosing the perfect soil or finding the best location for their plant, but they often overlook one important detail: the size of the pot. A pot that is too small can restrict root growth, while a pot that is too large can hold too much water and increase the risk of root rot. So what is the best pot size for a pothos? In this video, we'll explain how to choose the right pot size when it's time to move your plant into a larger container and the common mistakes to avoid. 1. Why pot size matters. The size of the pot directly affects your pothos's health. It influences root development, soil moisture, water drainage, overall plant growth. A properly sized pot creates the right balance between root space and moisture. Choosing the correct size makes watering easier and helps the plant grow steadily. Number 2. Can a pot be too small? Yes, as your pothos grows, its roots expand. If the pot becomes too small, the roots may begin circling around the inside of the container instead of spreading naturally. This is called being root-bound. A root-bound pothos may show signs such as slower growth, smaller new leaves, soil drying out very quickly, roots growing out of the drainage holes. A slightly root-bound pothos is usually not an emergency, but eventually the plant will benefit from a larger pot. 3. Can a pot be too large? Many beginners believe a much larger pot will help the plant grow faster. Unfortunately, the opposite can happen. A very large pot contains more soil than the roots can use. This extra soil stays wet longer after watering. As a result, the roots remain in damp soil for too long. Oxygen around the roots decreases. The risk of root rot increases. A pot that is only slightly larger than the current root system is usually the better choice. Number 4. Choosing the right pot size. There is no perfect size that fits every pothos. The best pot depends on the size of the plant, the size of the root system, how quickly the plant is growing. When repotting, choose a pot that is about 1 to 2 inches, 2.5 to 5 centimeters wider than the current one. This provides enough room for new root growth without leaving too much unused soil. Number 5. Signs your pothos needs a bigger pot. Your plant will often tell you when it needs more space. Look for these signs: roots growing out of the bottom. If roots are coming through the drainage holes, the plant may be running out of room. Soil dries very quickly. If you find yourself watering much more often than before, the roots may be taking up most of the space inside the pot. Slow growth. If your pothos has stopped producing new vines or leaves despite receiving good care, the roots may need more space. Root-bound plant. When you remove the plant from the pot, you may see roots wrapped tightly around the root ball. This is a clear sign that the plant is ready for a larger container. 6. How often should you increase pot size? Pothos is a relatively fast-growing plant under good conditions. Many plants only need repotting every 1 to 2 years. However, this depends on growth rate, light conditions, watering habits, pot size. Instead of following a schedule, check your plant regularly. Repot only when it actually needs more space. Number 7. Pot size for small versus large pothos. A young pothos growing from a cutting does not need a large container. Starting with a small pot helps. Prevent overwatering, encourage healthy root growth, make watering easier. As the plant matures and fills the pot with roots, you can gradually move to larger sizes. Large, mature pothos plants naturally require larger containers to support their extensive root systems. 8. Pot size and watering. The size of the pot also affects how often you water. Small pots dry faster, need watering more often. Large pots hold moisture longer, need watering less frequently. Always adjust your watering routine based on the pot size rather than following a fixed schedule. 9. Common pot size mistakes. Avoid these common mistakes. Jumping to a much larger pot. This can leave too much wet soil around the roots. Keeping the plant in a tiny pot for too long. Eventually, crowded roots can limit healthy growth. Choosing pot size. Based only on appearance. A decorative pot may look attractive, but the plant's needs should come first. Healthy roots are more important than a stylish container. Final thoughts. Choosing the right pot size is one of the simplest ways to keep your pothos healthy. A pot that is too small can limit growth, while a pot that is too large can create watering problems. The ideal pot provides enough room for the roots to grow without holding excessive moisture. Watch your plant for signs that it needs more space. Repot gradually, and always choose a container with good drainage. With the right pot size and proper care, your pothos will reward you with healthy roots, longer vines, and beautiful green leaves. Thank you for watching Plants Every Day. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to explore our Pothos Plant Care Guide and Pothos Soil and Pot Care playlists for more simple tips on growing healthy indoor plants.